Opening scene. Dark courtroom, echoing footsteps. Narrator in a deep, compelling voice. In a world where fame often disguises the truth, what happens when the mask slips? When the echoes of a courtroom reveal secrets that should have remained buried. Today, we dive into the sensational courtroom saga of Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, a tale that unveils an entirely different side of stardom. Cut to close-ups of Diddy's face. A blend of confidence and tension. Narrator. Diddy's legacy is built on glitz, glamour, and the kind of charisma that fills stadiums. But beneath that polished facade lies an intricate web of allegations, disputes, and now, shocking revelations. Recent dramatic courtroom proceedings were punctuated with bombshell audio leaks that shattered the very image he has cultivated for decades. Visual of the courtroom, the gallery's atmosphere thick with anticipation. Narrator. Imagine a courtroom where reputations hang by a thread, credibility is tested, and secrets echo like thunder. It was here, amid the solemnity of judicial proceedings, that Diddy's world began to spiral. As the judge entered, the air was charged, electric with tension. Many expected business as usual, but they were about to witness a display of raw emotion that would take everyone by surprise. Transition to courtroom audio snippet. Diddy yelling, background noise intensifying. Narrator. The audio, a chilling blend of aggression and vulnerability, leaked just hours before the session, painting a portrait of a man cornered, grappling with the relentless pressure of a life lived in the limelight. He can be heard shouting. This audio is not merely sound. It is a window into the psyche of a man fighting to retain control over his narrative, his reputation, and perhaps his freedom. Cut to expert commentator, seated in a dimly lit room, analyzing the impact. Expert commentator. What we hear in that audio is more than just a passionate outburst. It is a profound expression of fear. Diddy represents the apex of success, yet here he is, battling forces he never anticipated: betrayal, accusations, and the weight of judgment from a watching world. Visual of Diddy's past triumphs juxtaposed with courtroom scenes. Narrator. The contrast couldn't be starker. From ruling the music industry to facing the scrutiny of legal battles, Diddy is at a crossroads. As the audio reverberates, it exposes a fragility seldom seen in a man who has, for so long, projected absolute power. His persona as the bad boy seemed invincible until now. Audio snippet of courtroom clashing. Diddy asserting dominance. Narrator. And yet, amid the cacophony, there's something unsettling. The stakes are high, and Diddy knows that paradoxically, the louder he screams, the more he risks losing everything he has fought to build. Every word carries weight, each accusation echoes in the halls of public opinion. Emphasis on courtroom drama. Attorneys, the jury's expressions. Narrator. As the jurors listen, what are they hearing beyond the words? What do they see when a titan crumbles? The courtroom is a microcosm of humanity power struggles, the clash of egos and raw vulnerability on display. There, under the glaring lights, is Diddy, his bravado fading as reality presses in. Visual of courtroom gallery, people whispering, eyes wide. Narrator. The audience watches, captivated, while the media amplifies the drama, crafting narratives that may haunt him long after the gavel falls. This is not just a legal battle. It's a psychological battlefield that could redefine the public's perception of a cultural icon. Dramatic pause, as the screen goes dark momentarily. Narrator. So what will emerge from the ashes of this courtroom turmoil? Will Diddy rise, resilient as ever, or will he fade into myth, a cautionary tale? Stay tuned, for the truth is often stranger than fiction, and in the shadows of fame, the line between success and downfall may be perilously thin. Opening scene. Darkened courtroom, gavel slams echo. Narrator in a commanding voice. What happens when the empire you've built begins to crumble right before your eyes? When the glamorous facade of fame is stripped away, revealing the chaos beneath? In the high-stakes world of Sean Diddy Combs, the answer to that question is unfolding in a courtroom drama that's shocking the entertainment world. Cut to dramatic shots of Diddy entering the courtroom, mood heavy with tension. Narrator. Just days ago. A series of explosive audio clips leaked, exposing a side of Diddy that few had ever glimpsed: the raw, unfiltered chaos of a man on the brink. These aren't just idle whispers, they're snapshots of desperation, revealing the psychological turmoil of a music mogul facing existential threats. He thundered, a chilling outburst amid the sterile setting of legal proceedings. But what was it that pushed a billionaire to the edge? Transition to an intimate interview scene with a legal expert. Asterisk in that courtroom, Diddy isn't just fighting for his career, he's wrestling with the enormity of his own identity. The audio leaks show a man who feels cornered, battling not just accusations, but the ghost of every success and misstep along the way. Overlay of historical footage. Diddy's rise to fame, lavish parties and hit music narrator. Asterisk from the streets of Harlem to the heights of Hollywood, Diddy's journey has been legendary. Yet fame is a double-edged sword. Success breeds scrutiny, and every detail of his life is meticulously dissected by the media. Now, as the court proceedings unfold, those whispers have turned into a deafening roar. The truth. It's not just about legal battles, it's about the intricate psychology of a man who has always had to project strength. He bellows. This isn't just anger, it's a cry for understanding, a plea wrapped in layers of bravado and fear. That moment encapsulates the fragility behind the glittering exterior. He's a titan, but even titans have moments of vulnerability. Insert graphics illustrating the psychological concept of cognitive dissonance. Narrator, asterisk here. We witness cognitive dissonance in action. Diddy, the fearless entrepreneur, grapples with conflicting emotions. The desire to reclaim his narrative while facing the unraveling of the very image he's crafted. In that courtroom, surrounded by attorneys and jurors, the stakes are monumental. Every whisper, every glance echoed like thunder. Visual of jurors watching intently, the impact palpable. Narrator, asterisk, what are they seeing? A man fueled by fear, perhaps, or a legend fighting against the tide of public opinion. The audio cuts through the silence, and for those listening it becomes a psychological profile, a glimpse into a man whose life has always been a performance. Dark shadows in the courtroom contrasting with bright lights of past achievements. Narrator, asterisk, Diddy's empire rests on a foundation of perception. The leaks chip at that foundation, revealing the cracks and questioning whether the public can separate the man from the myth. He screams, a line that resonates beyond the courtroom, touching on primal fears that dwell within us all. Pause, tension building with low music. Narrator, asterisk, but what happens next? How does a star reforge his identity when the truth comes crashing down? In a world obsessed with spectacle, can Diddy rise from this chaos? Or will he be another casualty of the very fame he once embraced? Dark screen, lingering questions hanging in the air. Narrator, asterisk, as the echoes of his outbursts resonate, one question remains. Who is Sean Combs when the spotlight dims? The battle has only just begun. Stay with us for the revelations that are about to unfold. Opening scene. Darkened courtroom, tense atmosphere. Narrator in a commanding voice. What happens when a legend's carefully curated image is shattered in a single moment? What if behind the glitz and glamour, the world's most powerful mogul reveals a more volatile side that leaves us questioning everything? The courtroom has become a theater of chaos as shocking audio leaks expose Sean Diddy Combs in an unprecedented light. Cut to footage of Diddy in past performances, dominating the stage with charisma. Narrator, asterisk, Diddy, the bad boy, the music mogul whose name echoes through the halls of fame, now finds himself wrestling with something far more sinister, his own unraveling. Just moments ago, the air was electric with anticipation as whispers of leaked audio began to circulate, a cacophony of words that could dismantle the very empire he has built over decades. Transition to courtroom scenes, attorneys preparing their cases. Narrator, asterisk, inside that cold courtroom, where the weight of judgment looms, Diddy's world hung in the balance. He raged, revealing layers of frustration that hint at the psychological storms brewing beneath his polished exterior. This is a man cornered, not by rivals, but by the very foundation of his identity. Cut to close-up of the audio waveforms, emphasizing emotional peaks. Narrator. Asterisk what drives a man of his stature to such extremes. In those frantic moments, we hear more than just anger. We hear a man grappling with the specter of inadequacy, of existential dread that bubbles beneath the surface. Each exclamation drips with desperation as he pleads for recognition, a primal cry for validation amidst the chaos. Overlay of psychological terms, illustrating the concept of imposter syndrome. Narrator. Asterisk let's delve deeper. What we witness here is the manifestation of imposter syndrome. Diddy's outbursts, raw, unfiltered, resonate with anyone who has ever felt they were one step away from losing it all. Here, vulnerability dances with power, creating an unsettling narrative that flips the script on a man who typically embodies control. Shift to shots of the gallery, captivated by the unfolding drama. Narrator. Asterisk the jurors watch intently, their expressions a blend of curiosity and disbelief. As Diddy's words reverberate through the room, they're not just hearing accusations, they're bearing witness to a psychological unraveling. What do they see? An icon in decline or a tortured soul fighting for survival? Dramatic pause, sound of a gavel echoing. Narrator. Asterisk in this high-stakes drama, Diddy stands at a precipice. With every word he utters, the facade cracks further. He bellows, not just at his accusers but at the very audience that once idolized him. In this courtroom, his empire faces scrutiny, and fear of vulnerability turns into explosive rage, creating an atmosphere thick with tension. Visual of juxtaposed images, glamorous parties contrasted with courtroom struggles. Narrator. Asterisk behind the glamorous parties and chart-topping hits lies a dissonance, a dichotomy that illustrates the harsh reality of fame. Diddy's journey from the streets to stardom has been fraught with both triumph and turmoil. Now, the public must grapple with a stark dichotomy. Screen shifts, creating a suspenseful buildup. Narrator. Asterisk, but the question looms larger than life. What is the cost of maintaining such a strained image? As the emotional stakes rise, we are left to unravel the truth that nobody sees. Can Diddy reclaim his narrative, or will he become a cautionary tale of a man lost in the very world he created? Fading out, tension building for the next segment. Narrator. Asterisk the courtroom drama is far from over, and the real revelations are yet to come. Stay tuned as the layers of this explosive story unfold.